Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Jesse's Garage. We're excited to have you with us today. Today, we're going to be doing some tool haul reviews. Now, these are some hauls that we've done just here and there over the last couple months, and just little pieces that we've just kind of put together. And so we thought we'd kind of show you it. Now, the theme of the show, or this tool haul, is Snap-on and Bluepoint. So a little bit of Bluepoint, I guess, is in there too. You ready to see what we got? All right, let's jump on in and let's see what we have here. Okay, so here's what we have. So we got some finds here, and I said it was the Snap-on theme. It is, but I thought I threw in one more since it was related. As we go and look at this, I went to an estate sale, and that pertains to these two rails back here. I went to an estate sale, and when I was looking around, there was a lot of people lined up because this guy was a tool guy. And when I went there, I think I was probably about the 10th in line because there was that many people there. This guy was that big of a tool guy. Anyways, I wanted to illustrate the thought of you got to look everywhere because remember, I was the 10th one in line and I got some other goodies. In fact, I walked away with a whole bag. But the star of the show, I think, for that particular tool haul was the rails here. Now, you'll notice the ones in the back here. You'll see that we actually got some Craftsman. And so we had a whole Craftsman rail. Now, I haven't done anything with these at all. Now, you'll notice these are just the G series that's here. But it's crystal clean. I mean, these things are basically like brand new. I don't know that this guy ever used them, but they came on this magnetic rail. And so they range anywhere from, let's see if we can find the size on here for us here. So this is 1 inch, it looks like. So they go from the 1 inch all the way down into the smallest one, which is going to be our 7/16. So we got a complete set. And when I was looking around, everybody was grabbing tools off the tables and such like that. These were actually hanging on the wall. And there was probably at least 10 to 20 people that beat me to that wall. And nobody looked up. These rails were hanging up on this little hole there. Anyways, it had a price tag on it of $15 for the whole set, including the rail. Now, as I mentioned before, these things are pretty nice, but the rails themselves, if you go to buy them, what's a magnetic rail cost? Cost you $12 to $15 on up. And this particular one is a pretty nice one as well. So it's magnetic on both ends. So I thought, man, that's a good deal for $15. So I thought I came out ahead. Now, the next rail that we have here was also hanging right beside it. And so lo and behold, check out what we have here. And so these are a set of Snap-ons. Now, if you'll notice, SFS 281 is what this one is here. And so these are the deep well Snap-ons. And so you can see these things are just immaculate. Again, maybe he's used them a few times, but man, it really doesn't look like it. So the whole rail, everything, all included. And so this one here, let's see if we can find it for us again. So 7/8, it goes up to 7/8. So we put that back on the rail. It also had a little extension here. And so we have that little FX2 extension there. So that was there. And this goes all the way down. This one didn't fit on the rail. But this one goes all the way down to 1/4 inch. And so how much do you think I paid for this one here? And so when I was seeing it right next to it, it had a price tag, $18. Can you believe that? $18 for this whole set of Snap-on deep well sockets that way with an extension all the way down from 7/8 down to 1/4 inch. Man, was that a steal or what? I thought, wow, whoever gets that. And again, it illustrates the value of you got to look up. You got to look all around. You got to look under the tables. And so you got to look in the cabinets because there's deals out there. So anyways, that's my $15 tool haul from that estate sale and an $18 tool haul from that estate sale. So I thought I did pretty good. What do you think? So you might put it down in the comments. I did another tool haul where I bought a whole toolbox of SK tools. And anyways, I made out pretty good on that box. But what I did not expect, what they did not show me in the picture, what was buried at the bottom. So what was buried at the bottom, one of them was this Snap-on extension. And so you can see I cleaned it up, but it is a FX6, it looks like here. And so this thing is in really nice condition here. So it cleaned up really, really well. So I love that. So that was there. But now notice inside this box, it had this old Snap-on logo that's embossed right here that is in the cover of this little box. Now I cleaned all the rust and I just left it pretty much just with the patina. I like the way it looks. It looks like somebody painted it red or somebody painted it black. But then when I open it up, look what I had inside of this little box. Now, it didn't come with this little black thing. I cut that off with a little toolbox liner and put it in there. Now, I wish I could say all of them were Snap-on. They're not. This particular one is a Walden. And so we can see we have a swivel head socket here. And so that is pretty nice. I cleaned up real nice. They weren't all clean because these things were pretty nasty, full of grease and gunk and such like that. But now we get into the Snap-on. So you can see here we have a Snap-on 11/16, and you can see the condition of them. They're really, really nice. And so incidentally, this estate sale was an old farmer, and he had a bunch of tools as well. Now this one was one that was not a Snap-on. It's a Wright. And so we have this right here, and it's a 5/8 inch. So he actually pieced it together. But nevertheless, even as he pieced it together, it looks like I have a pretty nice little set here of swivel sockets. And then we get back into the Snap-on. And so we have a 9/16 here. And so that's pretty nice as well. And then from there, it kind of goes down, or at least I have a few other ones. I don't know if I have them in order or not. 7/16. Again, these things are just nice. They cleaned up really well. Let's see if I can get this one out. So we have this one here, which is a 3/8. And so, and the models may not always be the same either. So here's another one, but this one was an older Snap-on. You can tell by that logo there. So it's older, and then you can tell by the little engraving at the top there as well. Now I could have put it with my older Snap-on vintage stuff, but I just kind of left it in this box. Just remind me of what we had here. And then this one here was a swivel extension. And so this one was a Snap-on as well. Now this one has a little bit of wear on this side that we couldn't quite get cleaned up, but I just left it the way it was. So that's pretty nice. So anyways, I consider this one kind of a freebie because all that SK stuff paid for the tool haul itself. And then this one was just a nice little nugget, a nice little gem that was at the bottom of the toolbox. What do you think about that one with all the engraving here? I love that. So I'll get you a little closer shot of that there. And so you can see how it's just embossed right inside there like that. So love that. Here's all the patina that came with it. Close-up shot of the inside. So anyways, I just cherish this. I really think that was a real nice surprise. So that's the thing when you're going and you're bidding on these auctions and such, you just never know because they want to show you so many pictures that way. All right, one last thing, and then we'll call this video good. I went to a garage sale. This gentleman had this on Facebook Marketplace here. And so as I did, he has his father, I understand the story was that his father had passed away. He was a diesel mechanic. He brought back all his tools. And so unfortunately, I wasn't the first one there, but I did get some nice Snap-on goodies. And so I already got rid of those ones there, but I kept these Bluepoints just because, well, I just haven't done anything with them, honestly. And so you'll notice that these are metric. And so the Bluepoints are pretty nice. And so they do have a little bit of wear. You can tell this guy was a mechanic. But this one's a 19 millimeter. So all I did was put it in the bath and just wiped them down. That's it. And so that turned out real nice. So we have a 19. From there, we also have an 18. And so again, that cleaned up real good. And then from there, and I wish I could say they were all Bluepoint, but they're not. But this one's a 17 millimeter. And then as we come down, we have a 16 that we have here. And then from there, we have a 15. So we're getting close to a set, but then it kind of breaks away. What the gentleman had in place of that was his Craftsman there. So ended up at 15 Bluepoint. So we had a 14 millimeter Craftsman, but hey, that's still pretty nice. And this particular one is in really good condition as well here. And so we have that. And then from there, it looks like we also had a 13, and then that's another Craftsman. And then we have a 12. That's there. So we got a pretty nice little set going on here, but then it jumps back into Bluepoint. So we can see we have 11 millimeter on that one there. Again, cleaned up real nice. But then he must have lost it because we have this Craftsman 10 millimeter. But then to finish it off, true to the Bluepoint, it is 9 millimeter. And so this is a combination wrench as we see here. So what do you think? With everything that we have here, so we have the Bluepoint wrenches along with accompanied with a little bit of Craftsman in there to make up a set. We have the Craftsman rail back here, $15. Oh, by the way, this set over here, I paid $20 for it. That's what I paid. And so we had $15 on this one here, $18 on the deep well. This one was the freebie, the surprise, along with that little extension there. So anyways, that's my tool haul that I got here and there. And so 3 different ones. This is just what I just kind of grabbed and thought I'd kind of show you. But anyways, let's jump back into the video. I'll be right back here. Okay, friends, so there you got it. What do you think? So we had multiple different finds that we did out there in the community. And so what's your favorite? I think for me, they're all pretty good, right? The $18 deep well, the complete set, brand new, basically. Snap-on sockets, those are pretty awesome. Actually, the Craftsman is pretty awesome. The Bluepoint, it's not complete, but that's cool. And so what else do we have there? And then we also had the swivel head. Now, for me, I think my vote is going to go for the little box with the embossed snap-on that had all the swivel sockets inside. That's probably going to be my favorite, even though probably the better value is the deep wells snap-on sockets. But anyway, you be the judge. You tell us, what was your favorite? Put it in the comments below if you don't mind. It's always kind of interesting to see how everybody has a different view on tools that way. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. By the way, our last video, we were trying to get over that hump of 400, and now we passed it. Now we're shooting up towards 500, so that's our next goal. And so, I might think about that. We might do something for that one there. That'll be in another video. So if you hadn't already subscribed, please do so. We're having a lot of fun on this channel. Hit that like button. YouTube likes that. And then tell your friends about us if you don't mind. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.